Hey, woman, what's up?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Um, I'm in Berlin.
I see that. That's exciting.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm
I like
not.
your I like your jacket. What's on your jacket?
Oh, this is my Berlin jacket. It's got my DDR patches. This
Oh,
one
there you
says
go.
activist.
Nice.
That's for like the people that were against the whole DDR and they're
Mm-hmm.
activists. And then this is like, it's like bad and then the good, like the devil and angel. And this says House Guard in German.
Nice.
And it was for the people who lived in the buildings with people, regular civilians who spied and told on them
Nice.
to the Stasi or whatever when they did something. And so anyway, these were like bad guys, like jerk offs.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was like down at Alexander Platz, and
Oh
this
yeah, my favorite place.
it's just like area down, like it's like
Right.
they don't have a main area in LA, so it'd be like Times Square if LA had a Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, this like 40 something dude came up to me and he's all like like he saw a ghost. He was pointing at my jacket and I'm like, it's a joke. I got it on eBay. It's a patch. I'm an American.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a house guard.
Man.
Yeah, but that was a big deal, before the wall came down.
Well, it's a lot in one jacket.
Yeah. So how are you? It looks like you're sitting in the exact same place since the last time we talked. Have you moved?
No, I've actually been sitting here since our last session. So weird. No, yeah, I'm still here, still in LA, haven't gone anywhere. I got a new dog. That's
No
something.
way. What's
Yes,
his
I did have to
name?
go outside for that. His name is
Ah,
Bandit. He's like a 2-year-old terrier. He's so cute. He likes to keep me up all night and bother me while I'm working. But other than that, he's the best. He's a good coworker.
that's nice. Well, I hope he makes a cameo.
I know. We'll see. He's like sleeping in his space right now. So, but maybe he'll make an appearance. He'll at least bark later at the most inopportune time.
That's good. Is he coming with you to your social distance Thanksgiving Day?
Um, yeah, so we're doing like a video call with my family because my family is like all over the place anyways, so Thanksgiving is usually pretty inconvenient. So I'm actually looking forward to that because I'll be able to see people that I don't normally get to see, even if it's virtual. And then we're gonna go visit with my boyfriend's parents and do like a socially distanced thing. So yeah, we'll probably bring him with us for that. That'll be good. Cooking a
Nice.
turkey for the first time ever too, so it'll be exciting. Hopefully I don't ruin it. We'll see.
That's great.
How
That'll
about
be
you?
fun.
What are you up to for Thanksgiving time? They don't have Thanksgiving in Germany, right?
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. It's
Great.
great. Yeah, we don't celebrate it here, now that I'm an expat this week.
Right. Are you just gonna like eat double the food tomorrow just to like, reconnect with your American ways?
I think I want to have like a margarita pizza. Did I say anything to you, Siri? I turned her off and I guess margarita pizza makes it go.
Yeah, that's also the way to summon Siri.
Oh, I hate these things. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on this book thing that we're trying to finish,
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, the artwork, since now that we're 3 weeks before our 1 month being late from deadline, I thought I would work on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I went on a little bike ride today in the cold on my Polish bike, and that was fun.
How European?
I'm so European. I barely got here this time.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't even like the coming into Berlin, into their new slick airport. The guy just like was like, "What are you here for?" And I said, working on a COVID app research project for 6 weeks. It's like, great, and just stamps my passport. Um, you know, that was kind of a fib when I told him. Although I have worked on apps. Just Siri, stop it.
She'd like to participate.
But the worst part of coming over here on this particular pandemic international flight, since this is the third time I've done it, was that at LAX they didn't want to give me my ticket to the EU. They would let me go as far as London, but they said I needed like a letter from Angela Merkel,
which just anybody can get, you know.
Yeah, you know,
Huge.
Maybe they said the embassy, you know, but it was like something really hard.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so I just said, I'll just go to London. And then when I got to Dallas, then I asked I said, there's been some mistake. I need my ticket from London to Berlin. And they said, go get it. Go get a shot and come back and we'll give it to you. And I was like, a shot, like a COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, like a shot.
You're at the airport.
And she's like, no, a shot of tequila or something. It's Texas. And I was like, oh, wow.
Wow. Very different.
Yeah, so anywho, it's good, been good. I've been eating a lot of yummy things. Got like, you know, I've been digging into the marzipan. These, nice. I don't know if I showed you them, but they're even more hardcore than regular marzipan, where you get like the bar. These are called marzipan Kartoffeln, which is German for potato. And so they call them marzipan potatoes because they kind of look like a potato. See?
Yes.
But it's
those look pretty potatoey. Interesting.
Yummy. I'll put that back in. Uli can eat it later. He'll get like, let's freak him out. And then, you know, Christmas markets are closed. It's full on. It's going from mini lockdown to major lockdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's getting. But you can still drink wine on the street, hot wine at night outside.
Oh, good.
And then I got these gingerbread cookies.
Ooh.
They come in different flavors, just plain and chocolate, and it's yummy.
Wow. I'm jealous of all your foods.
But that's it. We can't do anything. We can pick up from restaurants. We can cook food. We can stand on the street really cold at night and drink hot, gross wine. We can have a friend over. Yeah, no bars, no restaurants, no music, no nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be here. So
well, I'm glad you made it.
So we got some work to do.
Yeah, that book thing, huh?
That thing. Or I'll give you some updates first.
Okay.
Am I sharing screen?
Not yet. There you go.
Okay, good. I think I got like a potato in my tooth. All right. Anyhow, I had a nice call with Sebastian from if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm back. I got a monitor that doesn't have a camera, so I have to look ahead.
No worries.
Anyway, so you know, we're trying to wrap up this last chapter. If I can make Doc go away. Clearly not. Oh, now he's gone. Okay. So he told me, you know, just in terms of like why it took forever. Is it this chapter? Yeah, it is this chapter.
Just like 2 sentences, yeah.
Yeah, he was just telling me like, you know, all the bureaucracy at Volkswagen and why it took him forever to approve it, and he you know, what, I don't know if he said he was sorry or whatever, but he explained the situation, that they're very, you know, you know, uptight, or didn't use that exact word, but, you know, they're very concerned about anything. And even though this was not a big deal,
Right.
like so many different groups needed to review the chapter that it just took forever. And then I told him that I basically missed the deadline anyway because of the digital transformation chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, hey, I really could use a few lines to wrap up our story and the final chapter. And I told him, you know, Metro Mile, I don't know, I don't even mention Matt here, but when we get back, we can think about it. I think I should mention Matt.
I mean, it'd be nice because we mentioned Sebastian with I think it makes it more personal for people.
Yeah, I'll just put it this. I don't know. I'll just put a comment here to.
Yeah, just Matt. Put a comment so that when we update chapter 1, maybe we can mention him, and then we can mention him again here.
Siri keeps doing something. Oh my God. What a stupid phone. It's not, it's like, it says it's off for turn off Siri. Hey, Siri, on. Hey, you biatch. Okay, so we'll mention that that was nothing. Mention
Matt.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him. I was more like you know, Matt. I don't know, whatever. Mention Matt.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I think it was just an email, but whatever. It's sad I didn't get to meet him. Okay. So for Volkswagen, I want to see what you think of this. I think it came out good. For Volkswagen, I recently had lunch again with Sebastian. He's been heading the Business Innovation Studio out of his home in Berlin since the start of COVID. The Business Innovation Studio is still growing with a multi-international team in different locations. They continue to connect the dots between UX product strategy and business innovation, while Volkswagen is moving in-house for their software development, creating a cloud-based operating system called VW.OS to support their vehicles across the entire Volkswagen group.
I think it sounds great.
Okay, so the things I'm confused about that we can fix later or now is when something's international, doesn't that cover international?
Yeah, how is it like, multi-international? I was going to ask that.
When he said that, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this, I already went down the rabbit hole and I found it very boring because it's an inconsistent on Wikipedia. They call it VW.OS, but on Volkswagen, they're calling it car.sw.org.
Well, I think there's like there's the car.software, but that I think is like what their name is for the group of people that are working on building VW.OS, which seems to be the product itself.
Oh, okay. So that's the cloud-based operating system. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have this killer site. I mean, I love the design on it. It's so cool. I mean, I think it might be for people to get jobs, but just like, look at this big ass text, full bleed photo.
That is cool.
And it's got all kinds of crazy animation. So there's like established in January 1, blah, blah, blah. I think it's kind of funny. They have this like cutout there over that.
Mm-hmm.
Then this, like, look at that.
That's cool.
And then the scroll bar disappears. So either we're at the bottom or who knows.
Interesting.
It looks like, yeah. And when you go to the reply now, it has I think it had like oh no, I thought it had a vertical accordion. But anywho, they're hiring if you want to go be a test manager for sensor perception software.
Sounds more like what I did in undergrad.
Yeah. So, okay, so I think we'll deal with this. It's basically done.
Yeah.
Except for a tiny things. Okay.
Yep. But I think that's a great update.
Okay.
From Sebastian.
Awesome. And then I had some class presentations yesterday from USC 556 and 555, but several students had issues running. No, this isn't what I wanted to show you. Running Facebook campaigns. So I told them to work around it. And Zikwion's a really great student. And he went ahead and ran something on, God, was it Google or LinkedIn? What is this? I think his was Google. I have the deck. But he did, what was interesting about it, and what, not like I want to rewrite chapter 9 at all.
Right.
But he was able to get this many clicks to the site, and he spent less than $10.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a little concerning in that I think in case we mentioned that it's expensive. And the conversion, I guess, was, I mean, look at all the visitors to the site.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And it looks like it's consistent, 94, 94, 72.
Yeah, which Facebook is not most of the time.
Yeah. So, oh, look who's here for his cameo. It's the boyfriend of the movie. There's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
How's it going?
I don't want to disturb you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Yay, there's Uli.
For shopping.
You're going shopping? Okay. I'll see you in a bit. All right. So, I don't know. It's just.
Well, maybe we should double check what he used. You think it was Google? I'm confused why they're like the devices listed in one of his graphs as mobile phones, tablets, computers, TV screens.
Yeah. Why? Well, it's definitely, I had one student use LinkedIn and I had one student use Google. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'd have to download the decks, but yeah, that is, we're using either their yeah, of course. So anyway, we need to think about it for if we're.
Yeah, for chapter 9.
Yeah, because it might not be true for us to say.
It's that you can't run a $10 ad.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
And he got more link clicks than the people with the Facebook ad, and the people with the Facebook ad all got over 50% of the class, their ads were rejected.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad.
We'll check that then.
So anywho, so I think we got one of those things that we've been putting on hold forever to do today.
I think so. Which is both exciting and scary all at once.
So let me see. It goes in the conducting online user research chapter. It starts off with us saying that you're running experiments. And then it says that we want to, that we're going to be talking about user research. So we have been talking about doing this COVID timeline to pivot, excuse me, to explain or sort of, I don't know. I mean, originally it was to explain like why in the
Why the
first
switch to
edition,
online?
yeah, why I switched from online from the cafe research, um, and um, and so I think we were going to try to use the class, the news and COVID and everything, and I think we beefed it up here with that thing that we wrote there, this one.
Yeah.
So I think that we just need to do it. I'm scared. So you're gonna have to tell me what do we do? How do we start?
Well, so we have like a vague idea of what the design should look like. And then I think we haven't picked the events we want to put in the timeline. So we can either start by spiffing up the design before we make a bunch of things, or we can start by picking out all the events so we know how many things are going in the timeline.
Yeah, is this the final design we decided on, that it was gonna go left to right like this?
Let me double check. Because we put a note to self in our timeline notes.
Yeah, it's so. I feel like it is. Because it's right justified here, left with the date.
Oh wait, no. We said version 1 left aligned this one, if you look at the timeline notes.
Okay, so wait, so am I looking at the wrong timeline?
I don't know if we have a PSD for this, for the one that we picked. I'll double check. But yeah, if you look at the timeline notes, like on Google Drive, then you can see the design that we picked.
Oh, okay. This one at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Wait,
it has,
not that one. We said this one.
this one. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah.
That's way better. That's really good. This one, no. This one, no. No, no.
Just no, and also no.
Okay, all right. So, okay. So, and then we have, if we need to, the video that's probably still there of the first class that I gave. That was an online Zoom class.
Oh yeah,
And you were in it, right?
I think so.
You must have been. Okay, so, all right, so, oh my God, do we look at us? Okay, do we have to decide on how many?
Yeah, that might be helpful if we knew what events we wanted.
Okay, did I tell you I was gonna take linear algebra? Just kidding. Let's see. Let me see, it's a spreadsheet or it's a Google sheet?
Yeah, it's right there. I think it's your rightmost tab that's open. So it looks like it's missing the USC events, but we have the world events and the Trump tweets in here. Let me see if I can find that website where the USC events were.
Right, because I was supposed to do them or something. Or
Possibly.
we have some of them, like when USC closed or USC did this. No?
Yeah, we have stuff in the timeline notes. I think we wrote down at least the stuff that was like updates for our class.
Okay. All right. So the goal is to show how, I mean, let me get my head around this again. We're using the timeline to introduce why, even though it doesn't need it so much, but why all of a sudden I moved swiftly to doing online research and putting together a good tool set, and the world events that all took place in a really short period of time. That is a mixture of Trump tweets, world events, and stuff at USC.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I thought I had something USC sends out. Okay. So
That's what I'm just filling in the stuff from our notes.
do we have it somewhere so I don't, like, should I be looking at my calendar of?
I'm just putting in stuff. So this is all the stuff I'm putting in right now on that USC column is from the timeline notes document.
Okay, and I'm gonna go back to March and see what's there. Okay. So it's weird how I don't have my courses we had a class on March 2nd, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
If it was a Monday, then yes.
Yeah, I just see that there's no class on March 16th. And then I fly to Berlin on the 11th. Right, right, okay. Ugh, gross. Okay, so I see the classes. So let me just get the syllabus of spring 2020.
Okay, I filled in all the stuff we had from our notes. So that includes when we had our prototypes done, when USC sent out notice of online classes, when you sent out that original Blackboard announcement about changing the user research interviews, spring break, when we did the interviews, having our first virtual class, and submitting the findings brief.
Got it. Okay, and then here's this. Right, all right. So it was 3:20. Okay, so on March 2nd was when we started planning the guerrilla user research field study.
Mm-hmm.
And I paired you guys up in teams. Right?
Yeah.
We had teams.
Yeah, everybody was paired up for their in-person interviews.
And then the following week was spring break. Really?
Spring break was
That was the
15 through 22.
Why does it say spring break? Because I screwed up.
No, I think it was like 1 week was doing the conducting qualitative guerrilla user research field study analysis, and then another week was spring break. Like there's 1 week between week 9 and week 10. That was spring break.
I don't understand why I put it here. Oh, of course. I see. It's spring break because I skipped that week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I feel like I have all the information. All right. So the story we're trying to tell is that I guess let's just try to tell it. Starting from, well, actually, maybe starting from, it needs to start from like this place of everything's kind of normal.
Mm-hmm. So that would be like March 9th.
No, March 2nd. Are we doing the whole month of March?
Yeah.
Just like skipping a bunch of days.
Yeah.
So then just something about, okay, so how are we organizing? This is so.
If you look at the spreadsheet, the COVID events one, yeah, I think that's probably the easiest place so that we can just highlight and like make the cell a different color for things that we want to include.
Okay, all right, okay. So here is just like lecture on planning the guerrilla user research study. Okay, so let me get out of this syllabus. And then came March 9th, where I guess I do the lecture on conducting it, but you guys have 2 weeks to do it. Oopsie. Oh, there it is. Prototypes, partners. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we had that lecture on March 2nd. I think like that content got moved to March 9th and we did something else on March 2nd.
Okay.
I think. Because we wrote that students were paired up on March 9th.
Yeah, but that makes sense because are you saying that you guys couldn't have, well, we could, I know how we can check. Okay, so if we go to spring,
So there's conducting guerrilla user research part 1, conducting guerrilla user research part 2, classes 8 and 9.
got it. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to figure out I'm showing the references. So really, to know what happened, we could look at class 9 and look at the homework that was turned in for this.
Yeah, because that would have been what you assigned the prior week. Because I want to say it was just planning. Yeah.
But that makes sense. I give the planning lecture
Mm-hmm.
to talk about filling out the toolkit.
Oh, I see. Okay, so March 2nd was planning. March 9th, everybody already had their prototype and their partners. We had an in-person lecture and everyone was like about to go do their interviews.
Right. Okay. So then you feel, it looks like I downloaded these 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so then you think it's correct?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, because I could go to Blackboard, but that would be oh so boring.
No, I think that's right.
Okay, gross. Okay, okay. So okay, fine. Yeah, recruiting these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was all. They're just
it was just planning that week.
Yeah, and starting to write questions.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
The only part that's a little weird is when I put you guys in groups. So we don't need to backwards engineer that. Who cares? Okay. So this is the planning the study, and then this was that, and there was nothing. This was the last time that the class ever met, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I physically taught at USC.
Yep, March 9th. This was the last in-person class.
Okay. All right. So just fill out the USC. And so then they sent out the notices. I sent out the Blackboard announcement to do the pivot. Then we've got spring break, and then the spring break ends. Students have submitted we have our first virtual class on the 23rd. We tried breakout rooms for the first time. That's so funny. The students, so then we kind of pushed things.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you guys did the interviews, and then we did the findings brief. So really, it's perfect. It went through the whole month.
Yeah. So I think that's fine. I don't think we need anything else.
Okay. So now we just need to color code what we're going to show.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God. All right. I guess let me just see. We don't want it to go, although we have so much page count now. Like, this isn't it.
Yeah, that's the wrong design.
If I want to see the timeline notes. Oh, goody. And here's all the stuff for about. God. Okay. Okay. There's okay. All right. So let's pretend if this was in a book, this would be. Would it seem like we would at most get 5 or 6 per page?
Probably, if we were like giving plenty of space. Because we need it to be big enough that it's legible.
Well, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I think we could fit 6.
On a page.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're either going to be 18, and we're going to just go for it and do 4 pages.
Sure.
I sure hope it ends. Yeah. Okay, let's just go for it. All right. Okay, so if it's 4 pages, we have 24 entries. And if it's 3 pages, it's 18. So let's just see how many. So it's going to be somewhere between 18 and 24, depending on how interesting they are.
Yeah.
All right, here
Sounds
we go.
right.
I'll use yellow. We'll use yellow to illustrate or to choose. Okay, I feel like we should pick the most important. I guess let's just go from the top down. I don't think we should do March 1st.
No.
I feel like we should start with this one.
Yeah.
Unless you got a reason not to, because we want to. It just seems a little.
No, I like starting with like everything was fine, and then although it is weird now to look back at something that says second death reported in the US, but
that's, you know what I mean?
It doesn't need to be in the timeline. I'm just saying that's crazy to look at now.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm actually saying in retrospect, those number of cases were still, people didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
You know, so we can look back and say, God, school should have been closed.
Yeah, exactly.
Closed in January when I was telling them, hey, why are all my students from China wearing masks and we're
not.
But that's easy to say now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make this, and then maybe we even have a photo. Let's just figure it out. Okay, so let's just pretend that's.
So that's our first event.
Let me just see where the timeline. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it should start with USC for some reason, but let's keep going. I don't think, okay, so forget that. 6 deaths, big deal.
Somehow we lost on March 4th, that's when they did the safer at home. Let me get that in there. That's probably the next thing.
Except, and then why did we have a class? Are you sure this happened?
They declared the state of, it wasn't when the lockdown started. That was just when they declared a state of emergency. Okay, so maybe not.
Maybe. Okay, and okay, okay, so we're not going to do this. So it's if we're coronavirus, that's from us. Okay, that's around the world. Okay, I'm guessing there's a possibility that we follow the Stanford one goes.
Possibly, yeah. Stanford will move their classes online.
Because then it's like, okay. And then possibly that we have the state of emergency. And the picture for this is Trump. We don't have, what's his face?
Those were just some pictures that had to do with, I was initially grabbing pictures that were like the Trump tweet or it had to do with the world event or whatever, but then I stopped doing it because I was like, I don't know what events we want to put. So we'll still have to find images for most of these things.
Okay, we should go and pick the Trump tweets because that's kind of going to drive the humor of this.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Did he say this? Think about that.
That tweet should definitely go in there.
Okay. Okay. Then, okay, so we got a Trump tweet. So if we use unless, oh, there it is.
Yeah, I grabbed a picture of that tweet because I was like, it could go away.
Yeah, especially now. I don't know what to do about this. I guess we'll come back to it. Let's just attempt to keep going. Okay, so we have the class meets to do user research. I'm going to highlight this.
Yeah, we can put more than one thing.
Okay.
We can say Trump tweets this and we have our last in-person class.
Except we don't know that yet, but whatever.
Yeah, it would just be have in-person class.
Right.
And then we definitely need USC sending out the notice of online classes.
But isn't that for spring break? They said for spring break, they're going to do an experiment, a test to see if, they were going to test the system to see if we could handle online classes.
Yeah, the test that never ended.
Right. The test I didn't get to be part of because they just picked classes Tuesday through Friday.
Yeah.
Which was, oh, okay, whatever. Let's keep going. Okay, so USC sends out a note. All right, what's the next thing?
Your Blackboard announcement.
Okay. And then?
Ooh, and then Trump saying, this is a very contagious virus. It's incredible, but it's something we have tremendous control of.
Great. That's pretty awesome. We have an image of the tweet.
This one wasn't a tweet. This was like a White House press release.
Do we have an image of anything, or we can find it, or you
We
must-
can find one.
or we just show his dumb face or something. I don't know.
Many possibilities.
Can you imagine that the death toll was 69 at this point?
I know, that's crazy.
It's like, now it's okay. So then,
Then he has, I always treated the Chinese virus very seriously and have done a very good job from the beginning, including my very early decision to close the borders from China, against the wishes of almost all. Many lives were saved. The fake news new narrative is disgraceful and false. That's a tweet. And I do have a picture of it. It's so disturbing.
I know. I just feel that it's a long one, and that this one is just so good.
Yeah. Agreed.
And we have this, right?
Yeah. We have both of those tweets. And then here's the safer at home order too in between.
Okay, so we for sure have, we cannot let, he did that in all caps. Oh my God. All
Yeah, I
right.
just,
Okay. Okay. State governor, we'll deal with the picture stuff.
yeah, we'll get the picture stuff at the after we pick all the events.
Okay.
Definitely our first virtual class.
Definitely that. I don't know about the one before it.
Yeah, I think having the first virtual class is more important than like spring break ending.
Yeah, who cares? Okay, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I think this sounds good. Okay, and then we have we don't have any more Trump tweets.
No, there wasn't anything good after that.
He had to shut up for a little bit.
I think he had to stop saying we have tremendous control over this.
Okay, so what's the news?
We have coronavirus patients start to overwhelm U.S. hospitals. Senate passes $2 trillion coronavirus relief package. U.S. leads the world in confirmed cases. U.S. is the first country to reach 100,000 confirmed cases. Job loss, unemployment rates, death toll tops 4,000 with projections of 240,000 fatalities. That's pretty dark.
I like this one. I mean,
you like that one with the projections of 240,000 fatalities?
Well, because they were accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of amazing.
That is true. That based off 4,000, they just projected that there'd be 240,000.
Yeah, I mean, because it's, I mean, I guess we're going past that now, but.
But is that like a weird place to end the timeline? And it's like, and now let's talk about user research briefs online. Is it weird to like end on a death toll count?
Well,
like maybe we only want to go through the students submitting the briefs.
Yeah, I think you're right. Do we have anything as? Okay, we want this to be
the last thing.
The last thing, you're right. Okay, so not this. And we can't change the date on this. There's another story, like it's USA Today. There must be some horrendous news.
Probably. I mean, we can put in this US becomes the first country to reach 100,000 confirmed cases.
Yeah.
But I can look for something about, you want death toll projections specifically?
Let me see what the other ones are all about. So we got the safer at home. Well, we want to show this weird contrast between what Trump's saying
what we're doing, what the world is doing.
Yeah, and what's actually happening. So here we have 100,000 cases and Stanford closing, you know, and then Trump saying, oh, it's a small amount. And then we have this.
So when do you want a world event from? What days?
Cool. There's no reason that I can just make the Blackboard announcement and USC sends out the announcement on the same day.
Yeah.
So that means we could use, oh my God. What do you, I don't know, I need your help. Corona updates, US cases tops 1,000. We need something big.
I mean, we have the worldwide coronavirus is top 200,000 doubling in 2 weeks. Because we already have the coronavirus tops 100,000 cases worldwide, and Stanford will move classes online due to coronavirus. That was like one day that we already decided to include. So then we can say 2 weeks later, it's at 200,000.
Okay.
I mean, we can find something else, but what dates are you looking for?
Okay, let's just read through the story. I give a lecture on doing a field research study on the 2nd. Then on the 4th, California declares a state of emergency. The first person dies of COVID in California. Then another news thing, Corona tops 100,000 cases like 2 days later. And Stanford says they're going to move classes online, which we could leave out. They're two different.
I think that's interesting, because then it's like I think it's interesting that then it was like a week later that USC moves it online.
Right. Yeah, I also like it because yeah. And okay, so Stanford moves their classes online, so we're kind of like, it actually shows the chaos, like, you know, like, wait, they're closing, we're not closing.
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't some like uniform, like all universities have now moved to online class. It was like, Stanford's closing, should we also be closing? Is everyone dying? What is happening?
Yeah, like, I mean, Stanford's kind of smarter than us, so why aren't we doing that? Okay. So Stanford closes, but we meet in person.
Yep.
Okay. And then we have this Trump tweet that we will just have one maybe that goes in both directions.
Yeah, we could have that.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because those are taking up one space. And then we have USC sends out notice of online classes. And I think I'm going to group this together.
Okay, then we have 10 things highlighted, or 10 items, 10 days.
Well,
so far.
I'm saying, yeah. Do we need any of these articles, like updates? Just to, should I move this to the 12th or my
well, the hard thing with moving USC sending out the notice of online classes is that's a Googleable thing, like that it happened on the 11th, not the 12th, although it would be interesting to get the coronavirus confirmed as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. Because it wasn't even a pandemic then. It was just like there's this weird disease and people are getting it, some virus, I don't know. It would also be interesting because just before that would be Trump saying nothing shut down, life in the economy will go on. And then it's like, it's a pandemic, but I don't know. Also, we say the word pandemic so often now that I feel like saying that that's when it was called a pandemic may not be that jarring.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll wait to decide what to do when we look at it. And then we'll lump one of these together.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You already scoured the newspapers.
Mm-hmm. These were like the most eye-catching, interesting headlines from it every day. I mean, I can find something else. Some things I was like, oh, that just like repeats something that somebody else said the day before or whatever. So if you want something on a different day, I can look and see if I can find something.
I think let's just keep going and see how this lays out and decide.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's going on? Because we need to have some continuity on each one. So here we have Corona tops 100,000 cases worldwide. Stanford shuts down. Now we need like.
So then we do an in-person class. Trump says this is better than the flu.
Right, but then the next time it's a world event, it's Corona confirmed. It's I feel like I don't care about cheating one of these or finding a story that's on 10th, like picking this one that it's confirmed as a pandemic maybe, and we move out.
Well, let me look and see if I can find an article.
Or I just say in mine so it's not a lie. As as we know, yesterday USC. I mean, the notice of online was more bullshitty because it was just like for spring break.
Right. Yeah, we can pick a different one from USC.
I mean, just bullshitty in the sense that they weren't committing to moving online. I think Stanford said we're moving online, whereas USC said we're going to experiment with online and then make a decision in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm a little bit conflicted because I also remember people being told that they were told do not travel. That if you go back to China and you can't get back in the country, that's on you.
Well, are you talking about for spring break?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they said do not travel, but I think they did say something about like not going to like COVID hotspots or something like that.
I remember specifically telling the students to not leave the country on spring break. And the reason I remember that was because I was leaving the country. And I was like, well, it said students, it didn't say professors.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's just keep going and see how it lays out. And then, okay, so you see, so then.
I have on March 13th, USC says we're still planning on resuming in-person classes on April 14th.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, so then we have, oh my God. Okay, we know. Are we using this tweet?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna use the one after it, right? We have to use just the right amount of tweets.
Okay, so how many do we have? 3?
Yeah.
The famous ones, which is nothing is shut down. And then we have, this is very contagious. And
with tremendous control.
We can't let the cure be worse. So we got 3 from that. And then we have, California declared a state of corona tops with 100,000. Corona confirmed as a pandemic. Okay, so let's see if we have three. What do you think? One more article?
One more article from where? Just like worldwide article?
I mean, I don't think we have no more Trump tweets. We don't need. Students conduct online user research interviews.
Yeah. I also found something saying that USC confirmed that they would finish the rest of the semester online or remotely due to the coronavirus pandemic on March 16th, if you wanted to be able to move that to another day. So they started the test on the 11th, but on the 16th, they said the rest of the semester will be online.
On the 17th?
The 16th.
Okay, go ahead and put that there for a second. I mean, this. So on the 22nd, 158 million Americans told to stay at home, but Trump pledges to keep it short. We might have a double on this one too. I don't know.
Yeah. We might be able to say 158 million Americans told to stay home and then show the Trump quote.
Yeah, I think that's, we'll see. We haven't experimented with that. Then we have the virtual class. Yeah, okay. And then
so we're just missing, do we want something between when we had our first virtual class and when they submitted their user research findings?
yeah, we just pick a
So
story.
That's the 24th through the 28th. Let me look.
I think this start to overwhelm US hospitals is pretty serious.
Definitely. Well, and if you want to do that plus the relief package, can do that as one item.
I think, no, I just want it to be more like all hell breaks loose. That's like positive news.
Okay.
I mean, that's my, so, okay, I'll just make this yellow and we'll remember. So all hell breaks loose. We get that. And then we, students submit their findings brief and execution. How does it start? It starts with the lecture. So it could start and end with UFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right. We've got some disjointed, weird anecdotes for this. We'll see. Let's see. Let's do it.
So how many items is this?
Oh, well, you have to count rows because if we're gonna double 1, 2, 3.
11 rows.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. It's 2 pages.
And that's assuming it's 12 if we separate out the Blackboard announcement from the notice of classes.
Yeah.
So I think that'll work out because then it'll be even.
I think it's good. I think it's important. I think if it's 4 pages, people aren't going to read it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
This will be good because we can lay it all out and then we can cut it either so it's 6 on a page or we could do 3 pages with 4 on a page, depending on how it looks once we lay it out.
That's very true. And we'll get to know also where it'll be good. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so now we are making art.
Yeah, we also need to get pictures for all this, or for
Right.
whatever we want pictures for.
Why don't do the pictures dictate how much text is put on the timeline?
Potentially. If it's like a tall image, you can probably put more text next to it.
Okay, okay, let's start with what timeline am I using? This PSD that I have open?
I guess that's not the design. I don't know why I can't find the.
Well, maybe it's just the wrong layer.
I don't think so. But it's like that PSD never existed. I can't find it anywhere.
I hate how I gotta get it. Okay.
What is that?
Sounds like someone's food processing.
Fun.
Okay. Like, should I just work? I'm going crazy. I need like the reference of the
Yeah,
correct.
if you want to start by looking for like what images you want to put in, just give me a minute to try to find this file.
Oh, you're gonna look for this file, and I'm gonna look for. Well, don't we have Okay, so I need to find something for Stanford.
Yeah, I don't know how you want to find the images. I have an image linked in there with like a Stanford study room with like a closed sign on it. But I don't know how you want to deal with like image permissions and stuff like that.
What is this doing? Okay. So confusing. Okay, okay, here's the picture file. I see. Oh my God, and it's from the New York Times. These files get like lost?
I don't think so. I like downloaded the images and then put them on Google Drive.
There it is. That doesn't look very Stanford-y.
That's where it said it was.
Let me close the door. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is I think I found the right Photoshop file.
Okay.
Let me just open it and double check.
Let's just start at the top here. Oh God, this is so hard. All right. So I'm starting with a lecture that I'm planning a qualitative guerrilla user research field study, right?
Mm-hmm.
So an image that would go with that. Could be I'll throw out ideas. It could be a screen grab of that one piece from the syllabus.
Mm-hmm.
It could be I mean, it's not going to be a fake out picture of me giving a lecture because that would be so contrived.
Yeah.
I know. It can be a slide from my deck.
There you go. That makes sense.
All right. Okay, let's see. So it's USC. Okay. Okay, here's some options. And I can make the text super big. Conducting methodical guerrilla user research without monkey business.
I think it'd be like, I almost want one that has like more text on it, so it doesn't just look like an image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Okay, so it could be the planning phase. Okay, so I'm gonna just and then we'll see how they look. I'm gonna just grab a few. So I'm thinking possibly this one.
Yeah, that looks good.
Possibly. Let me see the top of the deck. That doesn't look like a lecture.
That does.
This does. Course 4, it should say class 4.
Okay, and I uploaded the correct Photoshop file. In case you want to download that in the background while we look for images.
Okay, so I'll build study. Okay, so I'll take this. And that's not going to look like a and I don't know the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, something with text on it's probably best.
Yeah, even if it's
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do the walkthrough. So I guess what's left is this one here.
Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's got some color in it. It pops out. All right, so I'm satisfied. And we don't need to. We need something that looks like the top of the lecture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have to teach this anymore. All right, let's close that baby. Okay, so where's the Photoshoppy thing?
It's in the, just like the main folder. The UX strategy, yeah. And then if you go back out to the main folder instead of just resources, then it's right there, figure 8 to COVID timeline.
Okay.
Second from the bottom. Yeah, I was like, I know I have this file, and I even broke it out, so it's like the layers are like grouped by timeline item and stuff like that. It's like
Nice.
somewhere it existed.
Not flat, keep layers. Okay. What do you think I should do? Update it?
Sure. I mean, you can always just close it and reopen it if it messes it up.
That's true.
Oh, it's
Okay.
fine.
All right. And so I guess we're just starting. So we're just going to make it one long thing and deal with breaking it out later, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can just grab everything and shift it slightly and then cut it in between.
And then for the title, or should we just get back to this?
Yeah, probably. Or put no title, because you'll probably put like a section title above it.
It's going to have, I feel like no title. Let's hide the title.
Yeah.
If it's going to have any title, it should just say timeline, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here, like this. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a generic title, and that's what it was. Okay. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna save this, and we're gonna start doing this.
I guess so.
Oh my god. All right. So, what's the? Should I just be lifting all these things and moving them, sliding them down?
Yeah, it might be worth just grabbing all the timeline items and sliding them down, because some of them I think we're still going to use. Probably save us some time.
Oh, I think we need, how about I give us a little bit more canvas?
Yeah. Yeah, if you just make it a taller canvas and then you just slide up the title, then you can start just putting things above it too. Because it's pretty close to the beginning of the month.
Oh my god, did it do it? Let me see where we're at. Okay, that's good. All right, so then I can take this purple baby and grab it and pull it
Mm-hmm.
if it'll let me or not. It's so exciting, isn't it?
Riveting.
Okay. I'm bored. All right, so let's see. Yeah, sure, apply. Okay. Hopefully I dragged it more than a little bit. So I think I'm gonna just, maybe if I just, wait, what happens? If I go, whoa, don't do that. What happens if I like just duplicate some of this stuff?
You can do that.
Let me think. Okay.
It's probably easiest to just like grab all the layers and duplicate them. Or like duplicate timeline items.
Look at this thing.
When you highlighted them all, it expanded all of them.
Oh, it's my fault?
Yes. It's never my fault.
I know. It's always my fault. Okay.
But yeah, if you just duplicate like the timeline item groups, that's probably the easiest way to do it for making new things. Just duplicating like a left one or a right one.
Why is that right line there? Is it garbage?
It was for lining up the images.
Got it. Okay. You could use rulers.
Yeah, but then I couldn't share it with you and have you look at it.
That's true. Okay. So there's the timeline. Okay. What I want to do is kind of slide everything down and duplicate it at the same time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going to slide everything down and then duplicate some stuff and slide it back up.
Yeah.
But it's doing it. Okay. Let's just see how things are going here. Come on, you can do it.
Slowly but surely. I don't think we need too much space on top because some of those are pretty early events anyways, so probably slide them back up as we go.
Okay.
Individual ones.
Now this mother. I love how unless I'm really close.
Yeah, it's just gonna make it thick.
Like why wouldn't, hey, there you go. All right. Hey, Adobe. Hey, Phil, fix this. Okay. So now I'm going to go and take timeline 1 and 2 and duplicate them.
Yeah, drag them up.
And drag them up. Okay. And did we decide if we're starting on the left or the right?
Probably the left would make more sense. Most people read left to right, but.
Hi. What's up, babe? Everything's fine? What are you doing?
Preparing.
Okay. We're going to work for another, I can't eat till 8, right?
I know. I'm making pause now.
You're making what?
Pause.
Pauser? Bread?
Break.
Break?
Pause.
What's pause?
From cooking. No, I.
Okay, I'm gonna have a glass of wine soon.
I see.
Because we're not writing. I can drink while
I think wine makes art better.
Yeah. That's right.
We'll be better at it. If it wasn't like before 10 a.m. here, I would join you.
Yeah, it's 6:46, so it's 16 minutes since my time that I'm allowed to drink. So I'm being very good. All right, what's the date? What's our first date?
March 2nd.
Okay. Am I in the right everything?
Mhm.
Okay. And I don't think Photoshop cares. Timeline, I can just call timeline item 1, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Or you call it March 2nd.
That's probably easiest.
I'm gonna do both, March 2, okay. Then that's, let me just get the first 2 in the right place so we can see how that, what's the next date that we're about to do?
March 4th, California. I think it's that one that's already there. March 4th, California declares state of emergency.
Got it.
So it might be easier to just use the
one.
If you use timeline item 2 copy as like the first thing on March 2nd. The one that you have highlighted right now?
Well, I'm thinking wait, what?
Because I was thinking having like the image and the description on the left would be better, but do you think having the date on the left would be better for the first item?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna read it first. We read from left to right. So I think we should start with whatever is March 1st. And so is March 4th the next thing?
Yeah.
All right, so it'll just be flipped. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's just keep going. And I guess I could get rid of the Stanford thing, or just put it somewhere else. Let me just put it down here. Okay, so what is this? That's what we want. Oh, that didn't help. Okay, where is?
I would just put the Stanford thing back and just update that one. Like it'll be easier than trying to like flip the contents we already have.
Okay, fine. All right. How about, so is this the March 6th one?
That's March 4 is what it should say.
Okay, so that's March 1, and now we're in this one, right?
Yeah, so that one should be
To March 4.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home by yourself, people. Okay, so we got March, and we're gonna put it on the other side.
Yeah, but you can probably just copy the text from the other one.
Oh, I could probably just move this up if I wanted, or not.
Yeah, but it'll be more annoying to like realign everything.
Okay, I'm basically about to swap everything to the right.
Wait, why?
Well, I don't even know what March 4th is. Isn't that? Oh, it's this.
That's
thing.
the California declares state. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you just copy that text, California declares state of emergency. You don't have to. I was just thinking we could use the text since we already have it.
Okay, can I delete this box here? I'm getting very confused.
You can delete that box, but just edit the text. Like if you just double click Stanford University announces they're moving online, then you could paste in California declares state of emergency.
Okay, fine. So let me take this, and this goes over here, right?
Yeah. It started writing new text.
I love that. I love that about Photoshop. Okay. So
yeah,
right?
So that's March 4th.
Okay, and then I just take this one, this image, and I drag him up into March 4th, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's this? I can get rid of that.
Yep.
Okay, and so I take.
And now you can just drag that image over on the canvas.
All right, is he going to be like this, or is it meant to be like this?
He's meant to be to the left of the text. That's what we picked this design, because we wanted everything left justified.
Oh, clever. The line feels a little bit long, no?
Like the size of the text box?
I just feel like you need to put a little like borders in this baby. Okay, so we'll deal with that in a second. This is correct now, right? We just need to fix March 2nd.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Do you want to just like put all the dates in? Is that what you were going for? Just all the dates first and then update the text?
Nah, I guess let's just work our way down.
Okay.
Let me pull a copy of the spreadsheet so I have some reference of what's going on. This is so much, this is wacky. Okay. Let me pull this over to here. And so March 2nd, oh, I see. It's, what's this about? Okay, whatever. I'm in Photoshop over here. Okay. Okay. All right. So March 2nd is, can I do March 2nd?
Yeah.
I basically, I'm just gonna type something in for now. Is it from my standpoint? I give a lecture
Yeah, I think you can do it from your standpoint.
on,
Planning a qualitative user research field study.
it's not gonna fit on, let's go like this, on how to plan, should we forget the whole gorilla thing? It's in the image. The most important thing is that it's in the field,
Yeah.
a user research field study. Do I need, okay. Do I need to say at USC or something?
I don't think so, because that's the only place you've talked about being a professor.
Okay, do I need to say, and I don't need to say to my UX strategy class.
No. And the rest of the time we talk about it, you'll say like the USC students turned in their thing or whatever. So
Yeah, let's just keep this super simple.
yeah.
Yeah, I give a lecture on how to plan a user research. Okay, so let me just go that. All right.
Okay.
March
so then
2nd.
yeah, so that's the second.
Hold on, let's get the image.
Oh yeah.
So we have so many options.
I like the one that had the yellow on it.
Okay, you can do that, lady. Even though it says the word gorilla in it, but who cares? Okay,
Yeah.
so sure. Crop. Everything looking pretty tight. Yep. Okay, so let's take this baby in here. Can't wait to see how readable this is. Oh, I love that.
That's helpful.
Is it getting too wide?
Potentially. I think when I originally did this, I tried to just make everything the same width, but we can obviously change it.
I feel like the timeline things could be shorter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to here and see how it comes out. Okay, so
And you can just delete that other image layer.
what the heck? Ah! No, redo. Okay,
Probably easier to just click it on the left in the layers panel.
okay. I want to get this. Oh, bye.
There you
Oh
go.
God, dude, that doesn't. We need to do a serious zoom in.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the border around it, I don't think it's gonna look.
No. It's like too wide, it's crashing into the text and it's totally illegible already. Not that it needs to be super readable, but I don't know.
Let me just see if it has to do with. Okay, let's try again. We'll cheat. We're gonna have to make a fake slide.
Okay.
All right, so we like the concept of the slide.
What if we just take that one that said planning phase, interview phase, whatever, and we just take out the text underneath each one and we just make the name of each phase way bigger?
Okay. So it's
That first one, yeah.
still this one. I'm gonna double it. And then I'm gonna get rid of this 3 phases of Should say user research field study?
Or just say 3 phases of user research.
Okay. And then is your idea to get rid of all the text?
My idea is to get rid of the text underneath each heading. So the like involves everything from finalizing, involves prepping the location, involves aggregating the data, take that out. Just have the main phase names and then make all the text on the slide bigger. Yeah, just like obscenely large. That is my intent, yeah.
Then is someone going to say, well, I can't believe it's 2 to 4 hours and it should be synthesis. Okay.
Well, this reflects what was in the first book, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's an extra space between interview and analysis. Or it's missing a space above, however you want to look at it.
Wait, you're saying push it down?
I'm just saying there wasn't even spacing.
Well, okay. You want me to more space?
Sure.
Is that what it needs?
Yeah. And then the title should probably also be bigger.
This one?
No, the 3 phases of user research.
Oh yeah, probably, huh? Let's make
Yeah.
it super ass big. Okay. It's so fun to do this. Where's the stupid text?
Text. Over in the right panel, yeah.
That was wrong. And it's Gil's hands, really? It's not like me. Here it is. Okay. Let's just have this bitch go all the way across. And then let's push this down. It's such a great slide. Okay. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, this goes here.
That looks good. And then just move the 3 up.
The 3 up.
Yeah, the planning phase, the 3 phases is what I meant.
Wait, what? Why?
No, it looks good now.
Okay. All right. I have your approval.
You have my approval. It looks beautiful.
Okay, take 2. Okay. That was cool. That just totally, I don't know what it did.
I think you're just super zoomed in.
I didn't do nothing. It just did it. Let's try it again. That's cool how I just took the wrong one. Okay, I know what it did. It
Just put it on your desktop.
Yeah, it's okay, copy. And then it goes in here. Oh yeah, that looks
much better.
Like a lecture. Really, come on. All right, these are going in.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have to be something people will actually read. It just has to be something that doesn't look like tiny chicken scratch.
Yeah, so how do I put a border around this thing? It's this stupid thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Stroke. Less big. How do I make it less big? I forgot.
You have to select the stroke option. And then, yeah.
Make it 2. Still looks big. It feels like it's not doing nothing. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what's happening. There's something behind it, maybe. Oh my God. Oh, there's like 2 strokes.
Oh.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Okay, so this one goes away. At this rate, we're going to be done by next year.
Yeah.
Let me see how that looks. Okay, it's looking more lecture-y. Okay, and let me see, compare it. And this one needs to, let's try 2. Okay, and let's see if we can, I don't know how to even make this guy go away. Oh my God. That's perfect.
There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna now shorten these guys. Should I do them all at once? Or just do
Possibly.
one?
But you may also end up changing it to a different width later, so it might be worth just.
That's true. Okay.
Excuse me. Let's just get all the stuff in, and then we can do all the final adjustments.
I hear you. Okay, there's.
Literally.
Yeah, look at that. I give a lecture. Oopsie. I give a lecture, and there's a slide. We'll fix it later. I feel like it needs more context, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so then,
so then the next one is.
It might be like what's missing. I feel like
Maybe you need to give a lecture to your USC students.
Yeah, I want to say like in class, or that day's.
There's an extra D in students.
I'm sorry?
There's an extra D in students.
Okay, so I give a lecture to my USC on how to plan a user research. Are we using periods? Yeah. All right. All right.
Looks good.
Okay, I feel like this guy's could go up, but you want to leave the white space?
Well, let's just align everything and address all the white space once we have all the content in here.
Fine. What's next, lady?
Next is March 6th.
Okay. So we've got timeline March 2, timeline March 6, timeline 3. March 6. Okay.
This one is coronavirus tops 100,000 cases worldwide. Stanford University will move classes online due to coronavirus.
Okay. Should I take this one over there and just copy it? What do we have in here? Timeline. Do we have any? Oh, that's it. So I have the line.
There's.
Okay. We don't know if the lines are going to be of different sizes yet. So let's
just worry about getting the dates, the text, and the images in.
Okay. So there's California's. Wait. What is happening on the 6th? Oh, here it is. I can't believe you're not telling me.
Oh, I thought you had it because you said, "Oh, here it is."
Tops 100,000 cases.
Yeah.
Now, do we have to have this in text or do we have a news headline?
I mean, if we have an image that goes with it, then we can put the image. If we don't have an image, we could just put the news headline.
Do we have the news headline here? There's not like a link. Here,
no, I have like a link to the article it came from, and then the picture file I have is the picture of Stanford's closed study space.
Right, which I don't think that picture adds. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Come on. Is this not a link?
if you go back to the spreadsheet and you just click on the coronavirus tops 100,000 cases, I have a link to it.
Here it is right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how to do it. This is another option, but let's go look at the article. Okay, so is it the LA Times?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yes, the LA Times. That's where I got it from.
There's this really cool feature in the app on the LA Times where it gives you the view of the paper. I think the New York Times does it as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm wishing that we could just, maybe there's a way to do it here.
Yeah, it seems weird that it would be in the app, but not on their desktop site.
Let's see, is it? Let me just see. Okay, so the date of this article is, ugh. Are they not dating their articles? No, hold on. March 6th. Okay, focus. All right, let me just see what happens. Okay, so if I go LA Times, oopsie, LA Times, and then I go e-newspaper. Oh, this would be so killer if it worked. And then if I could, no, it's showing the paper for the day. Download today's paper. Okay, how about archive? Whoa! Oh my God. Oh, that's too bad, man.
You can't find the old paper.
Going only back to October 27th.
Bummer.
It looks really great. See, and then you got the picture.
That does look good.
Like if we had that.
Yeah.
Plug. Okay, but let me search for it and see if it comes up on here. It's called Corona blah blah blah. Otherwise, we're basically grabbing the headline from here, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just to do it really fast to see what it looks like, because it might not be, and we could maybe fake it out. I mean, we could fake it out by chopping, you know what I mean? Like breaking it at the word move, so it's all in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just do it super fast. Well, first, let me see how it looks. All right, so it's meant to go on the 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, we could consider the line break, but I kind of like it being the header without having any text.
Yeah. I like it. I feel like it needs a border, and I do feel like, yeah, we need the line break, and then we need to recenter LA Times over the title or over the headline.
Yeah, let me just see how a screen grab looks. So Stanford, and then it gets away from having to use the, I'm not too worried. Like someone's gonna sue me for that tiny little baby picture.
Yeah.
It's a news, I don't know. It came from maybe I can offer them money. I'm like, hey, I'll give you a free book. It'll be great. We'll move online. Why? What am I missing? What if I add? Okay, so what if I type March 6th? Search. It's like it disappeared or I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
I got it. I go like this. I go like this. And I send my favorite person in the whole world a text. Me. Okay. Go. All right. And then it comes up on my text. Ooh, that's kind of interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute here. Oh, look, I'm sending me a text. Okay. Timeline, Photoshoppy. I mean, who's this woman?
I don't know.
Okay, there's several choices going. Okay, and now let's see how it looks on the phone. Image ain't appearing yet. Oh, let me turn it on its side. Oh, I know I have to take off rotate. Okay, that's weird. It's not. Oh. Eh. Well, it's not even loading the image. What do you think
That's
about
weird.
this?
It does look kind of cool. Although it doesn't look like a traditional news headline, and I don't know who that person is.
Well, I would expect that she's the representative of, I mean, if you want, I'll just plop in a picture of Stanford in there.
Yeah, that's also an option. I think I would rather have either like that picture of the LA Times headline or a picture of Stanford alongside like our regular text. I feel like the one from the text message like looks cool, but it also just looks like we randomly changed our formatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay, so the idea is that I kind of like the headline too. So I'm just gonna take this thing and, ooh, wait a minute. What if I make it myself by just going like this? You think that if I do it and then get rid of this crap, it'll be okay? Or do you think I should manually do it from a high res?
I think you could do it that way and it'd be okay.
We need like a print expert. Okay. I mean, it could also be 3 lines. I kind of like, okay, how about this? Who's going to sue our ass for that? For my ass. Hold on. If I go like this. Okay, so it's just this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it need a border?
Potentially, it's getting a little lost.
Okay, where is the stupid thing? Where's this image? It's up here?
Yeah.
No. What's this thing? How is he in here?
I think it got pasted outside of the actual timeline item.
Oh, you're saying that this is in the wrong folder.
That layer 5 should be in timeline item 1.
No, it is in timeline layer 1.
What?
This is. Oh, you're saying it got pasted up here.
I'm saying, yeah, that layer 8 should be down in timeline item 3, and layer 5 should be in timeline item 1.
This is the LA Times responsive, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it should go in March 6th.
Yes.
Or March 4th. March 6th.
March 6th.
Okay. All right.
And that layer 5 should go in March 2. That was 4.
Are you sure?
Yes. And then, yeah, so just move that to March 2. There you go.
And these are potentially garbage. What's that? And that's potentially garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go and this is March for. Oh, I see. How do I just get rid of it?
Get rid of.
I just want to, okay, there's the stroke here. Oh, I see. Why are there 2 strokes?
I don't know.
It's so lame.
I think it just keeps adding an option for one. You might be able to delete them. Yeah, there's a little trash can there.
Okay, there. I want to get the right one. So we want a stroke of what, 2 points or 1 point?
We have 1 point right now. What does 2 look like? Yeah, I think just, yeah, 2 looks good.
Okay, so then I'm going to copy this guy over to. Okay, all right. Then focus. I'm looking for the Stanford University. Oh, the LA Times thing, this thing.
Yeah.
All the way down there. And then I'm just going to take, this is the good stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you just drag a stroke? That's lame.
What? Oh, it like moved it instead of copying it.
Oh no, it's all good.
But it removed it from the other image.
Oh,
Yeah.
so lame.
I think you have to like either copy paste it somehow or just re-add the stroke to each one.
That's lame. All right.
That's on that layer 5 is where the stroke should be.
Why is it black or gray or some weird one? Okay, fine. Okay, so let's try it again. Oh my God. Oh, I have to get a glass of wine. That's why this is a mess.
Ah, yes.
Okay, stroke. Open. And 2. And it's black.
Yep.
Then it's just gray.
I think that's like that image on the right has like a gray background and then a lighter gray square, and then you have like a black line around it. If that makes sense.
No. Okay, is this correct except that it's gray?
Yes.
And then we go back to, I give a lecture. Here it is. Why is he here?
Because that's where that item is.
Oh, there it is. Okay. And it's also gray?
I don't know. We can change all the stroke colors and stuff like that later.
Exactly. You're right. I'm sorry. Is this the wrong place for this thing? It's supposed to go down, right? It's March 6th.
Yeah, it's supposed to be there.
All right. Well, what do you think about the concept?
I like it.
I love it. I'm going to get a glass of wine.
Okay. Do you want to pause the recording?
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. I know everybody's watching this. All right. I've
All
got
right.
Weisswein Scholler.
There you go.
I told you what that is, right?
No. What is it?
It's white wine, half seltzer water.
Interesting.
It's good for people who want to drink a lot, but not get.
But also not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can keep sipping away and you're hydrating and drinking at the same time. It's
There you
smart. They have it at bars here in Germany. But the trick, instead of ordering one Weisswein Scholler for €4, you order one glass
of wine and one glass of seltzer.
Yeah, and then
Double it.
Yeah. And then you get like 2 glasses for €6.
Nice.
You know, when you're like me, you know, you like to drink, you like to party. All right, come on, we've done 3.
Yes. Let's keep going. Let's just put in the text, the image, and the date. No aligning, no worrying about anything else. No strokes.
Okay, no strokes.
Okay, so the next one is March 9. So we have 2 things here. There's our last class for the year. So everybody like has their prototype ready. There's also the Trump tweet about how like the flu is way worse than coronavirus.
Oh shit. So this is our first double?
Yeah, so we can either fake it and say that our last class was on the 8th. Or
on a Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see how it looks with 2.
Okay.
Okay, so because the tweet's just an image.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let me see what's happening again.
Okay. Yeah, if you look at the spreadsheet, I have like the picture of the tweet over on the right side, or the link to the picture of the tweet.
I better not eat this. Because then I'll lose my appetite. Trump tweet. Doesn't seem to want to do it like that. Oh, that's precious. It's now that I see that, I don't want to do anything except put it right in there. All right, hold on.
Yeah, gathering all these events and Trump tweets was simultaneously like fascinating and like sickening and disturbing all at once.
Well, now at least we can semi-laugh about it.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know. All right, so I don't know. I feel like I should just take it as is with the gray stroke and nothing else.
I think so.
And just let it float. Okay.
Just let it be.
Let it be. All right. So let's get it into that folder. You know, because what is all that? This is garbage.
If you collapse the folders of like the other, like timeline 1, timeline 2, those items, yeah, it'll be a little bit easier.
Okay. So we're here now.
Yeah.
Timeline
so it should be
March
4, March 9th.
March 9. Okay, and then I basically select it so it goes in there. Look at that.
Amazing.
Oh my God, it's so precious. Let's kill that. Let's put this nowhere for now and see. I mean, come on, that's just so.
It's so something.
Awesome. It's so something. I just feel like we can't have anything distract anything from that.
I know. Is it going to be legible? Do you think I need to find like a mobile view or something of it if it's still up?
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can find it.
I don't know. I think let's just pretend that it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we got a really great story here. So what happens next in the story? We can have another March 9th, the same day.
We could.
What's happening next in the story, Jessica?
Well, the next March 9th is that everybody had their prototypes ready. We had our last in-person class and everyone was like setting out to do in-person interviews.
Look at that. It's like if there was a God, he made it happen.
Yes.
I think if we put this up there, it would be very confusing and sloppy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I feel like it's better to like fudge the like space between the, you know what I mean? That like these were the same day, but we put them separately. I think that's better than like making up totally different dates for things. You know what I mean?
yeah. Or we decide to put it the 10th.
I don't think it matters. Who's going to be like, I'm upset. These are the people probably aren't even going to realize that it's the same day. And it doesn't really matter. The point is just like, this was roughly the sequence of events.
Yeah. Okay. I know.
It's
like,
not to scale.
I'm sure there are timelines where more than one thing happened on a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along. I did that one fast, huh?
Yep. Speedy.
But this one, we might decide.
Yeah, we can change it for something else. I don't even know what, I think that was like one of Nico's screens or something. I don't know where I got that image.
It's that student who had the skateboarding or something, the scooter, and it would tell you if there was a rock in the road, is my guess. But it could be Nico. I don't know.
I don't know.
Moving right along.
Yes.
So that was March. So we have 2 March 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then the next date is March 11th.
This says timeline 5 and says March 9th again.
Yes.
And now we're at this guy, timeline 6.
And this is March 11. So this is coronavirus confirmed as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. USC sends out notice of online classes.
So we're getting rid of this guy.
Yeah, I don't know where we found that. I don't have that anywhere. The just stay calm, it will go away, it'll all go away.
It was because it was in a newspaper. We couldn't find it in a tweet.
Yeah.
We didn't need it. He already said.
Yeah, we already have plenty of stuff, so.
Yeah, if we need to zoom in on this, then we'll zoom in to this part here and make it work.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Or we'll do something.
Yeah.
I know, we'll do the mobile view of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. All right. So basically, should I just delete this thing?
Well, I think it's probably still easiest if you just edit it instead of deleting the whole item.
Right. So let's see. So what's happening here?
So here we have coronavirus confirmed as pandemic by the World Health Organization, and USC sends out notice of online classes.
I'm leaning toward a newspaper headline.
Yeah, that'd probably make the most sense. And we can do 2 separate items again.
I don't think it matters about
USC moving to online classes. That's like critical to the story of why we moved online.
No, what I meant is we could say it later that we went online. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. Let's do both. Let's put, we're not doing a USC thing here. We're doing what's it again?
The coronavirus confirmed as a pandemic by the World Health Organization.
Okay, so
That's from the BBC is where I found that. Though I'm sure it was plenty of other places.
so
And that's kind of cool because it's on their world news page.
coronavirus.
If you click in the spreadsheet, I have a link to the article. Sorry.
No, it's more of my chaos here. Okay, so not there. This one. This one.
Yeah, and then if you just click on that BBC one.
Oh. So if we want to do something similar to the LA Times, I could just pull this into Photoshop and get rid of this red part here, get rid of all this.
I like the tabs that say like world, Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, because I like that it's world news, but I don't think we need that red section that says home, US election, coronavirus video. Do you know what I'm saying? So it would just say like BBC News. Yeah, like that actually. When you made it even smaller, it like went away.
Oh, the responsive version, like this.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
wish it didn't have the BBC News. Whatever, onwards. I'm going to take this. I wonder if I can go like this.
There you go. That way it's higher resolution.
Yeah, high resolution responsive. Okay, tell me if I'm doing it right. Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go. And we want them March 11th, you think? Yeah.
Yeah. We can always crop it later if when we look at the whole thing, it looks weird.
Okay. All right. So then where does this thing go? March 11th, Doy. Okay. Yeah. So. Oh my God, it looks really good.
Yeah, that was smart to zoom in like that. And then just, that way you can get a higher res responsive.
You think that's big enough, probably? Okay, let's get rid of dumb space. It's also good, it's less reading.
That is true.
It goes back. Where is stupid face? There's that. Okay. And then do we put the stroke around it as well? Yes.
Yeah.
This shape? Yeah. And then it goes stroke, and then it goes 2 point. And I hope it's black. I think it's gorgeous. Wow, I think it's awesome. I like it. It makes it like less texty to read.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Next up. So do we want USC sends out notice of online classes?
5, 6. How does that look? Is it on Blackboard?
I mean, they sent out like an email announcement. So there's March 11th, USC sends out notice of that like test period for the online classes. March 12th, you sent out a Blackboard announcement. So we could just combine it and say March 12th, USC transitions to online classes, and I send out just Blackboard announcement kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think let's do that. Okay, so let's just put in the placeholder for the Blackboard announcement.
Did you?
It's in.
We have a picture of the Blackboard announcement in that the timeline notes.
I know. I'm just trying to think why is Chrome open? Yuck. Okay.
But it's definitely not going to be legible.
But I can remember to get it while I'm on break. I mean,
no, break. I just mean it has so much text.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can rewrite it.
Yeah, but you saw that slide we had to make. You could basically fit like 5 words on it.
No. Okay, so where the heck is this thing?
Although I guess if you're not going to put any other text, you might be able to just like severely cut it down. Yeah, if you scroll down, it's with all the other chapter 8 stuff, and it says timeline notes. And it's on the second page.
I see.
I mean, above that stuff.
Oh my God. Okay, we got to get Eric Garcetti in this thing. Okay. So we don't have the Blackboard notice in here, right?
Yeah, it's up on page 2.
Oh.
Right there.
It barely looks like a Blackboard notice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the purpose of this is it's almost like it needs to be in Blackboard as an announcement saying like 2 sentences.
Yeah.
So why don't I just take this and then I'll do it this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you just have something that says, like your first sentence where you say, USC has extended the remote classes date, and then the part that says you are now not going to be doing in person. I want everyone to stay safe, so you're going to do online interviews.
Right. That's perfect.
Yeah, those are the 2 important things to say.
That sucks. All right, it didn't go. This is March 12th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just get this one and then we could call it a day. Okay, so we had 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this? This is garbage. Okay, tell me, I sent out an announcement. Okay. Can you mind repeating what we said?
So you're probably just going to have like just the Blackboard image, kind of like how we have just the headlines. I think that's the only way it's going to be legible, but it should effectively say something about USC has extended the remote classes date, and then you are not going to be doing in-person user research. I want everyone to stay.
It should be like, is going online for the semester.
Well, at this point, they had only extended it to April 14th, but yeah, sure, it's fine.
Like, yeah, they don't need
to know matter.
All those details. Yeah. Is going online, and then, and what's the next thing? And
so you're not going to be doing in-person user research.
Right.
Doing it online.
Well, but it wasn't just that. It was USC's going online, and then also, and the safer at home thing, wasn't it?
The safer at home thing wasn't until March 19th.
But I told them that they could go ahead and not do user research.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at this thing. I'm sure you heard has extended the remote classes. I see. I'm right now, you are not going to be doing in person. I want everyone to stay safe. And so, wow.
I mean, they were already telling us to like stay home, not come to class, practice social distancing. They just hadn't enforced a lockdown until March 19th.
I see. Okay. So I'll figure this part out, but I think it's going to require some kind of that works, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, but it's basically like USC is going online. USC, it's more like um, and then the second part is also the user research studies need to be online so you can stay safe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, something. So the reason I did in person, I don't want to say online. So UC will not be having in-person classes anymore. Also, the user research studies need to be conducted online so you can stay safe. And then I'll have some informational blah, blah here. Good enough?
Yep. I think that'll be great if we can just take that out on Blackboard.
All right. And then the next time we meet, we'll probably be able to finish this off much faster because we have the basic concept down, right?
Yeah, I think so. And when are we meeting again?
On Monday at 7:45 a.m. for you.
Okay.
So you meet Friday.
Yes. I was just checking that you wanted to meet Monday.
Why, you don't want to meet Monday?
No, we just have been meeting Tuesday through Friday, but then you mentioned something about Monday, so then I was checking.
No, we met Monday this week.
Yeah, because we're not meeting Thursday or Friday.
Oh no, we met Monday because
You flew in a plane. Yeah, that thing.
All right. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for your awesomeness.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving too, or enjoy, making your margarita pizza.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.